Alright, there are a couple of things I want to address. As a matter of fact, it's one major thing I want to address. Because it hot on the press and I just want people to have an understanding. A clear, unbiased understanding. Now, Jamaican people, please understand this. Take out the whole Roe Cup shooting situation. I am not commenting on that. I don't care. There's an ongoing investigation. Let the investigation take place. What I'm commenting on is the superintendent who chose to remain unnamed, understandably, who was trying to explain the whole aspect of intelligence and working from an intelligence-driven perspective and what the intelligence team do. Now, I felt compelled to put in my 2 cents because I was personally a part of an intel team between 2006 and 2011. Now, Jamaican people, the first thing we have to realize is this. No government, no PNP government, no GLP government has ever decided to invest enough money in the security of the country. That's the first thing we want to put out. Everybody know that. Now, this is not, this technically speaking, it really have that much to do with politicians on a whole. Jamaica, in and of itself, as a third world country, cannot afford to or choose not to afford to invest in security. But the same can be said about education, the same can be said about health. So I'm not single-handedly, I'm not point out one aspect. We just want to get a point out. Now, when the superintendent make a point about we having multiple license plates inside vehicles and we use unorthodox way of fighting crime in Jamaica, I'm sure some people wouldn't want, especially if he didn't decide to name himself, wouldn't want to put him under fire and behave like we are idiot. But let me get it straight then. If doing that is considered being a road cop and is considered all sort of whatever I want to describe it to be, put me in that category. When I worked at St. Andrew North as an intel officer, inside the vehicle that I had, the team that I had at St. Andrew North, inside the vehicle that we had to use, we had to have several license plates to use. Several license plates to use. Not one, not two, several. And the reason, one of the reasons is simple, Jamaican people. We can't fight crime the same way everybody else does. We can't afford it. So when you go down a Cassava Piece, or when you go down a Dunmere Commons, or when you go on a Grand Spend and I see him green car or I see him brown car with the same license plate on it, by the time you drive down one avenue, the two little man out of the front out there for a reason. Or the two little girl in my sit down out there for a reason. Because them go up on them phone and they make a phone call and say, yo, Babylon I come, everybody run. Argument done because them know the vehicle. So when it comes to Bobs and throwing a different license plate, every now and then you get a little success. And I can distinctly talk about successes. Because between 2007 and 2009, right, St. Andrew North had a list of the 10 most wanted men in St. Andrew North. And my team, the team that I was a part of, was able to capture 8 out of the 10 man, to include the number 1 wanted man who has been on the list for probably about 20 years and nobody couldn't catch him. So yes, it is unorthodox, and technically speaking, it is illegal to put a license plate from one vehicle onto another vehicle. But is the government going to provide us with a different vehicle to use? The government can't afford it. No government, I don't care who is the government. This has nothing to do with the government. We just can't afford it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So police have to think as to how to get this. I remember, we're going to a perfect example. I remember there was a wanted brother down a Cassava Piece, commit a shooting a couple months before. And based on the intelligence we have, him a flare up. Him think him are the man now. And every time we jump into the car, we want to know as Kingfish. Every time we jump into the Kingfish car and go down a Cassava Piece, boom, he missing. We have one of the old school Corolla where we use, one green one. Every time we jump on it, boom, ain't missing. You know what we had to do? We had to use the corporal personal vehicle. You know, listen to me I say? The man personal car for going up and go down a Cassava Piece and jump out on the brother and cuff him, put him in the van and drive out a Cassava Piece. That's how we get it done. We don't know them something there. We don't know business with them something there. But the minute in the years the police do something that is not the norm, everybody want to say a corruption. And the whole of we are thief and criminal. But to not sleeping on the bed alright and police fight crime. People of Jamaica, we have to understand, fighting crime, especially in Jamaica, is not the normal. I've been saying this for years. You can't walk up to gunman and say, hello, good morning, so how are you doing today? Could you please turn around and face the wall? I need to have a search of your person. I'm suspecting that you're carrying an illegal firearm. Which part in Jamaica that happen? Eh? Man a back out gun and you get gunshot. You have to run and take cover and jump in a gutter. I want to taxi. Eh? So in order to fight the crime the right way, we have to use unorthodox means. And that was one of them. And I was a part of the team proudly today. If I was still serving in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I would still be a part of a team to do something like that. Because that's how we have to do it. No, I made a suggestion. And I hope this video is far enough where the Commissioner of Police will probably hear it, or the Minister of National Security will probably hear it and take this suggestion, because I made a suggestion in one of the Era 5 meeting. Jamaican people, may explain this to you. The police force is broken up in areas and then divisions and whatever. You know business with all of that. Now, Era 5 contains of St. Catherine North, with head station being Spanish Town. St. Catherine South, with head station being Portmore, 100 man. St. Andrew North, with head station being Constant Spring and St. Thomas. Now, I have suggested from them long time that when nobody never business with me and I listen to nothing, I say, come here, nobody. I'm still on nobody. So, all we had to do was each division, after 2 months or 3 months, switch around the cars. So St. Catherine North will send them car go St. Catherine South, or send it go St. Andrew North. St. Andrew North will send them, you understand what I mean? So switch around the Intel vehicles. That way, Nasty nigga gonna get used to the same car with the man might use. You understand? Now that may involve some little technical issues. I don't know, I don't care. But we need to do something to help fight crime. That's all me I say. Now when we have several license plates in a vehicle and people believe, of course, everyday regular citizen can't take up a license plate and put on a car because it is illegal. I understand that. But if the team that is taking care of the situation is monitored by the superintendent of police, if the license plate that are being used is registered by the superintendent of police, it is an operation that has reaped success over the years. At 2019 now, may I do that from 2009, that's 10 years ago. And if I want it stopped, the best way to do it is what? Go buy 100 new car, 100 second-hand car, whatever you want to do. Go buy 200, 300 new car, put in a Jamaica Constabulary Force for the purpose of doing intel. And then you're going to need 500 more for the more general patrol. Honestly, what I talk about? We cannot afford it as a nation. We cannot afford it. Some know nobody start jump up on the superintendent of police and behave like a superintendent of police involved in more corruption than anything else. And remember, Jamaican people, me now refer to the shooting. Me no business, the investigation I go on that. As a matter of fact, I watch a couple of videos, I watch a couple of this, I watch a couple of that. I have nothing to say about it until the investigation done. Because I don't know who's right and who's wrong. And there's more than one side to a story. There's your side, there's my side, and then there's the goddamn truth. Yes? All I talk about is the unorthodox way that we have been carrying out intel for years. And not today. Nobody about to jump up and behave like say it has to be corruption when they do something like that. Not something like that. Fine, you may see it, I'm not going to defend it. It's wrong. But it work. It work. It will be the same way you're going to say the government don't have a crime plan because them doing just state of emergency. Because the state of emergency work. The state of emergency works, and that's the reason why them doing it. So until we have figured out a better way to do it, make whatever work. That's all me I say. Me don't talk. That's all I'm not about the matter.